Liverpool vs Arsenal, a highly anticipated game of football that took place at the Anfield Stadium. Expectations were high, but did the game live up to those expectations? Let us take a look at how both teams approached the game and looked to tactically outplay each other. Liverpool being the red, and Arsenal being the blue. Liverpool approached the game in a 4-3-1 shape, and this is how they would look to rotate around the pitch. During build-up, we would see Liverpool build up primarily with a back three. More often than not, it would only be one of the two fullbacks who would stay deep and assist the team to build up. The two fullbacks would be seen alternating when it comes to dropping deep and pushing up. In front of the back three, Liverpool would not have a definitive structure. Mainly it would be Gravenberch who would be single pivoting or dropping into the back three when both Liverpool fullbacks would be forward. Gravenberch would be aided by McAllister and Florian Wirtz, as well as Szoboszlai, but Liverpool's build-up would be lopsided at times, especially when it would be Szoboszlai who would be inverting. This is where Liverpool were vulnerable, as whenever Arsenal would lose possession higher up the pitch, they would sit in a mid-block that would counterpress any central attempt of possession progression from Liverpool. As a result, Liverpool found it incredibly difficult to progress through Arsenal's mid-defense block. That is why Florian Wirtz would drop deep. What made it even more challenging for Liverpool to build up was the fact that Arsenal would at times man-mark some of the Liverpool central players during the build-up. Liverpool, however, were able to find really good passing lanes through Arsenal's defensive structure. Especially when on the transition, these passes would oftentimes find the like of Salai and or Gakpo, as well as Ekitike, simply due to the fact that Salai and Gakpo would attack the half spaces whenever the fullback would be overlapping. Ekitike would drop deep looking to avoid the Arsenal centre-backs. Liverpool mainly looked threatening on the transition, as their main attacking threat would mainly attack centrally. Arsenal were really good at making recovery runs, especially whenever possession would be lost in the midfield third. Let's take a look at how Arsenal approached this game. Arsenal set up in a 4-3-3 formation. During build-up, Arsenal build up in a back 3-3 shape that would mainly see Calafiori overlap on the left-hand side and Timber would form part of the back three. Occasionally, we would see Declan Rice drop into the back line, allowing Timber to push upfield. He would be aided by Zubimendi, who was the single pivot in this game. This fluid build-up structure made it difficult for Liverpool to press Arsenal because Arsenal were fluid in their numbers deep. This, however, is not the only reason Liverpool would drop deep into a mid-block. Up the field, Arsenal attacked more wide, especially down the right-hand side. This was due to the fact that Liverpool's compact out-of-possession shape would nullify any space for Victor Gyökeres. Being deep meant that there would be little to no space for Gyökeres to attack, whether in behind or between the Liverpool players. Arsenal's struggle to get Victor Gyökeres involved in this game seemed to be their main attacking issue, as Arsenal began attacking out wide more and more often. This was also not helped by the fact that Liverpool would push up their fullbacks at times, but in this game Liverpool, like Arsenal, were good at making recoveries. This was a highly end-to-end entertaining game of football, mainly due to that fact that both teams looked to have similar tactical, especially in possession. As a result, they would cancel each other out more often than not. However, Liverpool mainly struggled with bypassing Arsenal's defense shape. Meanwhile, Arsenal's issue in this game struggled to get Victor Gyökeres involved in this game. Final score: Liverpool 1, Arsenal 2.